Joining me outside the LSU locker room, former Tiger Jacob Hester. Jacob, this is obviously one for the record books. We could talk for an hour about this one.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say? I mean, you got to give credit to both sets of players out there. I mean, they kept fighting. No matter what the score was, no matter what the other offense did, they kept fighting. And look, it was a heck of a ball game. LSU's unfortunate to be on the end of the loss there. And there was a lot of chances in that football game. That's one you're going to go back, you're going to watch. And every time there's a chance to close it out, you're going to kick yourself. But hats off to LSU. I mean, they played their butts off.
I think there was a lot of fight on both teams, but I don't think this is a game where LSU will look back and think, man, A&M won this game. I mean, they got the ball. They were 78 yards away with 1:29 and no timeouts. And I know a bunch of funky things happened, but they made plays, and with 1 second and 19 yards away, they made the big play.
No, they did. Kellen Mond played his best game. There's no doubt about that. And look, he made throws that he hadn't been able to make all year. I mean, credit to him. He was very consistent today. And credit to LSU's offense, too. That needs to be talked about. I mean, 72 points, I don't care how many overtimes you played, right? They kept scoring, they kept answering the call, and it was a hard-fought loss.
This is one of those. LSU's offense had 3 plays inside the 8-yard line to score, and the game's over. They also had 3 defensive plays where if they get a stop, the game's over. So they had 6 tries, 0 for 6 there. But let's talk about offense for a minute. I thought LSU went really conservative when they had the ball first and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, look, they'd had success with the quarterback sweep play. They tried to go to that again. And look, you had success with quarterback runs. I mean, Joe scored 2 touchdowns on quarterback runs in overtime. And so just that possession, it didn't work out. But, you did have 4 chances, counting the field goal there, to get it in from the 8-yard line. And the quarterback run had been working all night, and for whatever reason on that particular set of downs, it did not work. And look, it's going to sting. It's going to sting for a long time, Ronnie. You know that. You've played sports before. To have victory in your grasp like that. Because, look, LSU was down at halftime, came out, did what they had to do to get back in this football game. Big play by Devin White, the strip, they get it, pick it up, and run it for 7. Foster Moreau touchdown. LSU fought, man, just didn't make enough plays in the end.
You know what it's like to lose in overtime. In 2007, you lost 2 games in triple overtime. This one went 7 overtimes. I mean, can you wrap your head around how incredible that is?
No, I mean, triple overtime seems like you played another game. So 7 overtimes, like I said, I mean, the guys had to be exhausted. And, it's something that's only happened one other time, I think, in NCAA history. So, look, it was an exciting game. There was a lot of points being scored, and there was a lot of plays being made on both squads. They just happened to have 2 more points at the end of the day.
All right, at the end of the day, LSU loses, A&M wins. A&M's going to really try to use this to their benefit. For LSU, though, 9-3 regular season, very successful. I know that right now that's hard to swallow, but 9-3 and going to be in a good bowl game.
Yeah, look, there should be nobody out there, saying anything negative about this team after they just lost in 7 overtimes on the road in a tough environment. They had chances to win this ball game, a chance to win 10 games in the regular season. They still got a chance to win 10 games in the bowl game. Does it hurt? Absolutely. Did you have a New Year's Six bowl in mind? Absolutely. But who knows what happens? We'll see what bowl game they get in. Maybe slide your way into a New Year's Six game. Probably going to be somewhere like the Outback Bowl. You go out, you win that, get to 10 wins.
You had the opportunity after your overtime losses to play another game.
Yeah.
This one, they got to wait a month. That makes it awfully even more difficult.
It does. You mentioned in 2007, even after the last game of the season, we had the SEC championship game. This one's going to sit in their gut for a long time. But look, it is what it is. You got to watch the film. You got to continue to get better. You got to find out where you're going to go bowling, who you're playing. You got to start preparing for the opponent.
All right, Jacob, we will see you down the road. This was one that I'm sure our heads are spinning, but thanks for your work today.
Yeah, this is one I want to go back and watch the tape because there's a lot of plays you probably missed even watching the game.
All right, Jacob Hester, I'm Ronnie Rantz. Let's go back to Victor in the studio.